Colonial bedroom. Colonial bedroom 1700s. In the 1700s, colonial American bedrooms were a reflection of survival and simplicity. Built by settlers in a new land, these rooms were often cold, drafty, and sparsely decorated. The bed, typically the largest and most valuable item, was handmade with heavy wood frames and layered with wool or feather-filled mattresses. A small fireplace provided minimal warmth, and illumination came from candles or oil lamps. Walls were bare, sometimes insulated with fabric or newspapers, and every piece of furniture had a purpose usually built by the family themselves. These rooms weren't about comfort, but resilience. They told the story of people who brought European influence to the frontier, adapting it to rugged American conditions. This wasn't just a bedroom. It was a survival space, part workshop, part storage, part refuge. Victorian style. Victorian style bedroom, late 1800s. By the late 1800s, America had entered the Victorian era, an age of elegance, ornamentation, and status. Bedrooms were no longer just for sleeping. They became showcases of wealth and taste. Think carved mahogany beds with elaborate headboards, lace curtains, velvet throws, and floral wallpaper that covered every inch of the walls. Oil lamps and gas lighting cast a soft amber glow across rooms filled with heavy, dark furniture. The middle and upper class obsessed over detail. Every piece of decor had to match the latest trends from England. Even the color palette mattered. Deep reds, forest greens, and golds were common. It was the age of overabundance, where modesty was replaced with magnificence. These bedrooms were personal museums of prosperity and Victorian virtue, built not for comfort alone, but to impress. Craftsman style. Craftsman bedroom, early 1900s. As the 20th century began, the craftsman movement emerged as a backlash against Victorian excess. Bedrooms of the early 1900s embraced simplicity, nature, and functionality. Handmade furniture with exposed joinery, built-in cabinetry, and earthy tones like olive green and burnt orange defined the style. Stained glass accents and mission style would added warmth and a personal touch. The focus was on quality craftsmanship over mass production. These rooms felt grounded, connected to the natural world and the idea of a simpler life. Light streamed in through wide windows, and there was an honesty to the materials: real wood, handmade quilts, and modest decoration. The craftsman bedroom wasn't just a space to sleep. It was a quiet rebellion against industrial excess, favoring authenticity and calm. Mid-century modern. Mid-century modern bedroom, 1950s. The post-World War II boom of the 1950s gave rise to the mid-century modern bedroom. Clean lines, open space, and optimistic colors. America was dreaming big and building fast, and homes reflected this with minimalist furniture, bright accent walls, and atomic-inspired decor. Platform beds with tapered legs, tick dressers, and graphic prints on the walls were all the rage. Color palettes favored mustard yellow, turquoise, and avocado green. This wasn't just design, it was a philosophy. The layout was open, the vibe futuristic. Everything aimed to look new and forward-looking. Bedrooms became less cluttered, more efficient, and more playful. The American dream now had a design language, and it spoke through sleek furniture, asymmetry, and bold ideas. Retro bedroom. Retro bedroom, 1970s. The 1970s were bold, chaotic, and unapologetically loud. Bedrooms became psychedelic sanctuaries filled with shag carpets, lava lamps, and wood-paneled walls. Earth tones ruled. Burnt orange, mustard, and brown dominated every surface. Waterbeds made their brief debut, and posters of rock bands or groovy patterns often covered the walls. The rise of individual expression meant no two bedrooms looked alike. Beaded curtains and macrame hangings added texture, while furniture was often modular or secondhand. Lighting became experimental: floor lamps with colorful shades or string lights for mood. These bedrooms weren't curated by designers, they were curated by teenagers and free spirits. The 70s bedroom was a time capsule of counterculture and suburban bedroom. Suburban bedroom, 1980s. By the 1980s, America was deep in its suburban boom. Bedrooms became more standardized, bigger, cleaner, and filled with consumer goods. White furniture with gold accents, pastel bedspreads, and floral wallpaper were staples. Posters of pop stars, boomboxes, and TV sets entered the bedroom for the first time. Technology was slowly creeping in, and personal space was becoming more customizable. You'd find matching bedroom sets from catalogs and plush carpeting. Wall-to-wall, it was the era of excess: bigger closets, bigger beds, more electronics. The 80s bedroom was about comfort and consumer identity. It reflected the growing middle class's desire to have it all: style, tech, and a touch of glamour. Teen bedroom. Teen bedroom, 1990s. The 1990s brought grunge, tech, and individuality to the bedroom. Beanbags, glow-in-the-dark stars, and cassette tape holders were everywhere. Kids hung posters of their favorite TV shows or bands, and lava lamps made a nostalgic comeback. Furniture was simpler, often from IKEA or thrift shops, and the walls were packed with personality. This was the first real decade of digital transition. CD players, early computers, and even the first gaming consoles entered the room. Color schemes ranged from electric blue and lime green to basic black and white, depending on taste. The 90s bedroom was less about impressing and more about expressing your music, your mood, your rebellion. Early bedroom. Early 2000s bedroom. Welcome to the era of Y2K aesthetics. The early 2000s bedroom blended futuristic sheen with pop culture chaos. Think silver and metallic accents, inflatable furniture, and see-through plastic chairs. Walls were often painted in bold colors like hot pink, lime green, or icy blue. Posters of Britney Spears or The Matrix were common, and string lights now draped over everything. Compact discs lined the walls and electronics were everywhere. TVs with built-in VCRs, iPods, flip phones. The furniture was mass-produced and easily assembled, reflecting the fast-paced, disposable nature of the decade. It was a fun, colorful, slightly chaotic moment in bedroom history when the world didn't quite know what was coming next, but wanted to decorate for it anyway. Contemporary bedroom. Contemporary bedroom 2020s. The 2020s are all about balance, minimalism, and wellness. The modern American bedroom embraces natural light, neutral tones, and functional beauty. Furniture tends to be sleek, often Scandinavian-inspired, and storage is hidden to reduce visual clutter. There's a big focus on mental health. Calming color palettes like sage, beige, or soft blue, and natural materials like bamboo or linen. Smart lighting, blackout curtains, and soundproofing aren't luxuries, they're essentials. Decor is minimal but meaningful: plants, a single piece of art, and carefully chosen textures. In a world of chaos, the contemporary bedroom is a sanctuary. It's less about style statements, more about soul. Futuristic, smart. Futuristic smart bedroom, 2030 concept. The bedroom of the future blends design with intelligence. Imagine beds that monitor your sleep cycles, walls that change color based on your mood, and windows that tint automatically when the sun rises. Touchless controls, built-in air purifiers, and AI that sets your lighting and music to help you fall asleep. It's all possible. Decor becomes adaptive. Furniture may fold into the wall, and surfaces double as touchscreens. Sustainability and personalization go hand in hand. Eco-friendly materials, modular layouts, and biometric security. The future bedroom isn't just where you sleep. It's your health hub, your digital retreat, your mind's reset button, designed not just for comfort, but for transformation. From candlelit colonial rooms to fully integrated smart spaces, the American bedroom has always reflected the values of its time. As society evolves, so do the spaces we retreat to at night. Each bedroom tells a story not just of style, but of how Americans dreamed, rested, and lived. And if the past is any indicator, the bedrooms of tomorrow will be shaped not only by technology, but by the timeless human need for rest, comfort, and a space to call your own. Ezel Devinis, ikan tesakorla, daha fazlasa, ikan bagenmai, ve takip ikmai,